let's focus on the National Science and Maths quiz. This year's quiz is gradually getting closer to the grand finale, with the quarterfinals beginning this morning. 17 seeded schools from last year failed to qualify to this stage. Also, only one girls' school, Wesley Girls High School, has progressed to the quarterfinals of the competition. The 2017 winners, Prempeh College and Takrady, remain the schools to have qualified to this round with 25, the lowest score. But very shortly, we will be crossing over to the RS Amegashi Auditorium at the University of Ghana to bring you a live contest between one-time winners, Pope John SHS, five-time champions, Presbyterian Boys SHS-Legon, and St. John's School. Already we understand the auditorium and its basement are full to its capacity. So let's cross over now to the auditorium.
Pope John Senior High School is represented by
Queenie Banjo or final year.
Sakajusha, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
How are you?
Yeah, fine, thank you, madam.
Okay, so we meet again. I'd like to know a little bit about each of you. When you are not doing science and math, what do you do?
I listen to music.
Music.
I play video games.
Video games. Hey, the young people of today. All right. This contest, what shall we expect from you?
We pray that the infinite favor of God be upon us so that we can win this contest.
Okay, best wishes to you. St. John's School. St. John's School is represented by
Mensa Clinton Abuaji, final year.
Banini Emmanuel Asioma, final year.
You are welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
How are you?
We are fine by God's grace.
All right. Today I'm finding out about my contestants. What do you do when you're not doing science and math?
We play video games.
Video games. You too, video games. Okay, if I want to take up video games, which one should I try?
Probably FIFA.
FIFA. All right. I'll go and look into it.
Okay.
But this contest, what shall we expect?
We expect the grace of God to be with us so that at the end we'll smile.
All right. I wish you well. Presec-Legon. Presec-Legon is represented by
Dodo Emmanuel Niamu, final year. Monteselas, final year.
You're welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you, madam.
And so we have met again.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing well.
Yes.
All right. I'm finding out about my contestants. What do you do when you're not doing science and math?
I like to listen to classical music.
Oh, great. And you?
I watch movies.
Movies. What kind of movies?
Oh. Any nice movie, which is not local.
Oh. You should support our local industry. Anyway, this contest, what shall we expect?
We are expecting that with the almighty grace and favor of the Lord, we will sail through this successfully.
Okay, I wish you well.
Then I feel study.
We've met the contestants. We are looking forward to this contest. But before I sit down, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors. The National Science and Math Quiz is sponsored by the Ghana Education Service with support from GOIL, Prudential Life Insurance Ghana, GCB Bank, Vimto, Academic City College, Adansi Travels, Kenya Airways, Accra College of Medicine, Medifem Multi-Specialist Hospital and Fertility Center, GTP, FH Aachen University of Applied Sciences, Newmont Gold Corp Ghana, and InterVarsity. Our media partners are Joy News, Joy FM, My Joy Online, and YFM. This is a primetime production. Thank you. My name is Elsiefa Kaufman, and I'm honored to be your quiz mistress. Thank you. Contestants, as is our custom, the contest comes to you in 5 rounds. The first round is the round for fundamental concepts. I'm expecting simple and direct answers to the simple and direct questions I ask you. For questions that require calculations, you have 30 seconds to present your answer. If there are no calculations involved, you have 10 seconds to do so. For a major question, a correctly answered major question fetches 3 points. If the question is incorrectly answered, it becomes available to the 2 other schools. The school may ring and attempt an answer. If the answer is right, a bonus point. If the answer is incorrect, there's a penalty, 1 point. Best wishes to all 3 schools. I'll be starting with you, St. John's School, but for this first set, you require about 30 seconds of time, and I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble to all schools. You will be given the position vectors R1, R2, and R3 of 3 particles. Their linear momenta P1, P2, and P3. Determine the total angular momentum of the system of particles relative to the origin. Did you get your preamble? No response means yes, so I continue. So for you, St. John's School, R1 is 2I meter, P1 is 3J kilogram meter per second, R2 is 2J meter, P2 is 2K kilogram meter per second. R3 is 4I meter. P3 is 3I kilogram meter per second. for a bonus. The right answer is 4I plus 6K joule second. With the same preamble, Pope John, R1 is equal to 2I meter, P1 is equal to 3I kilogram meter per second, R2 is 2K meter, P2 is 2I kilogram meter per second, R3 is equal to 4J meter, and P3 is equal to 3I kilogram meter per second. Joel.
We have 10I plus 6G joule per second.
That's incorrect for a bonus. The right answer is 4J minus 12K joule second. With the same preamble, Presec-Legon, R1 is equal to 3I meter, P1 is equal to 2J kilogram meter per second, R2 is 2J meter, P2 is 8J kilogram meter per second, R3 is 4K meter, P3 is negative 2I kilogram meter per second. Selassie.
We have 6K minus 8J joule second.
Yes. Next set. Ten seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. State the importance of the following properties of water to life on Earth. State the importance of the following properties of water to life on Earth. St. John's, water is transparent. For a bonus. All right, so because water is transparent, it allows visible light to penetrate deeper levels in the sea and lakes so that plants carry out photosynthesis under submerged conditions. Pope John, with the same preamble, water has high specific latent heat of fusion. Yes, Joel.
Water, this property of water is important to aquatic life because of the high specific latent heat of fusion, water, it is difficult for water to freeze at a very low temperature, thereby preserving aquatic life. Or
I'll give you one. It's not just aquatic life. This prevents freezing and ice formation in the protoplasm even when exposed to very low temperature. And this can happen even on land, in the temperate zones, for example. All right. With the same preamble, Presec-Legon, water has high specific heat capacity. Yes, Niamu.
This helps life as in, because of this, water, it takes a lot of energy for water to be, for the temperature of water to increase. And this provides a stable environment in which organisms can live, as there will be minimum temperature fluctuations. And as a result, metabolic activities can be, go on smoothly without any damage to the organism at large.
2 out of 3. All right, most of the elements were there, but listen carefully. So this property ensures slow heating of water, okay, or slow cooling of water. So it's not only the heating, the other way as well, okay? So this maintains a constant temperature of living organisms and their environment. So in fact, so for example, for plants, it protects them from potentially harmful temperature fluctuations, both heating and cooling. You focus more in one direction than the other. Next set, 10 seconds. St. John's. Dalton's atomic theory gives a formal description of matter. How does the theory distinguish between an element and a compound? Yes, Clinton.
Okay, according to Dalton, compounds are made of elements that come together, that chemically combine together to form compounds, whilst elements are made up of the same kind of atoms that cannot be broken down by any known chemical means.
Okay, I'll give that to you. All right, so for Pope John and Presec-Legon, I have a preamble for you. And this is it. Not all the postulates of Dalton's atomic theory are now tenable. Please, when I come to you, give me only one example and explain why it's no longer tenable. So, Pope John. Yes, Joel.
One postulate was atoms of the same element have the same mass, and the reason why it's not tenable is because of the existence of isotopes or isotopy.
Yes. Niamu.
One postulate was that atoms can neither be created nor destroyed, and this is now wrong because of the nuclear reactivity, where an atom may split up into 2 different new atoms, or the fusion together of 2 different new atoms to form.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Expressed as a single trigonometric ratio. Expressed as a single trigonometric ratio. St. John's. 2 multiplied by sine of 2a multiplied by cosine of 2a. Yes, Manuel?
Sine of 4e.
Yes. Pope John, with the same preamble, cosine squared of 3a minus sine squared of 3a. Joel?
Cosine of 6e.
Yes. With the same preamble, 2 multiplied by tangent of 2a all over the expression 1 minus tangent squared of 2a. Yes, Selassie.
Tangent of 4a.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. White light is incident on a diffraction grating ruled with 1,200 lines per millimeter at normal incidence. Find the wavelength diffracted at the given angle theta in first order. Did you get your preamble? Again. White light is incident on a diffraction grating ruled with 1,200 lines per millimeter at normal incidence. Find the wavelength diffracted at the given angle theta in first order. All right, so St. John's, theta is equal to 30 degrees. Yes, Manuel.
300 millimeters.
That's incorrect for a bonus. Yes, Selassie.
4.2 times 10 to the power negative 7 meters.
You're right. Pope John, with the same preamble, theta is equal to 45 degrees. Joel.
We have 4.2 root 2 times 10 exponents negative 7 meter.
No, I'm not. No. For a bonus. The right answer is 589 nanometers. I would have accepted 5.9 times 10 raised to the power negative 7 meters. Presec-Legon, your major question with the same preamble. Theta is equal to 60 degrees. Selassie.
Okay. 7.3 times 10 to the power negative 7 meters.
No.
Negative 9. Negative.
The right answer is 722 nanometers. I would have accepted 7.2. 7.2 times 10 to the power negative 7 meters. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Describe Klinefelter syndrome with respect to the following. Describe Klinefelter syndrome with respect to the following. St. John's, genetic sex. Yes, Clinton.
Female.
That's incorrect. Yes, Joshua.
Male.
No.
Male.
The right answer, XXY, or genetically sexless, neither male nor female. Your major question, with the same preamble, number of chromosomes.
47.
Yes. With the same preamble, phenotype. Yes, Niamu.
The phenotype of the individual is a female having several male characteristics.
No, I'm not accepting that. Yes.
So the phenotype is a male having female
Yes,
characteristics.
it's a male. Next set, 10 seconds. St. John's, what is nuclear electron emission equivalent to at the atomic level? Clinton.
Okay. Nuclear electron emission is equivalent to the increase in the atomic number of an element, but the mass number being the same when the nuclear species emits an electron.
I'm not accepting it for bonus. It's simply a conversion of a neutron to a proton. Pope John, what happens to a nuclide in an electron capture process? Joel.
In an electron capture process, a proton is turned into a neutron, so it decreases the atomic number by 1, and the mass number remains the same.
Yes. Arrange alpha, beta, and gamma nuclear emissions in the order of decreasing ionizing power and indicate which is most penetrating. Is that hand up? Yes, Selassie.
Decreasing.
Niamu.
We have gamma radiation, beta radiation, then alpha radiation. The most penetrating is the gamma radiation.
1. You got the 1 point for the most penetrating, but you had the order wrong, the other way round. It's alpha, beta, and then gamma. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the coordinates of the point on the given curve at which its gradient m has the given value. Did you get your preamble? Again. Find the coordinates of the point on the given curve at which its gradient m has the given value. All right, so St. John's, y is equal to x squared minus x plus 3, and m is equal to 1. Clinton.
Okay, the coordinate is 1, 3.
You're right. Pope John, y is equal to x squared plus 2 over x, and m is equal to 0. Is that hand up? Go ahead, Joel. Too late. Yes, they made it, right? Okay, go ahead, Selassie.
1,3.
Yes. Now your major question with the same preamble. Y is equal to x squared minus 2x minus 15, and m is equal to 2. Selassie.
2, negative 15.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds. St. John's School. A sphere of radius 0.40 meter has a constant charge density of negative 7.5 times 10 raised to the power negative 5 coulomb per meter cubed. Find the magnitude of the electric field at a point 0.20 meter from the center of the sphere. Emmanuel.
Okay, we have 3.1 times 10 power negative 4 Newton per meter.
That's incorrect. For a bonus. The right answer is 5.7 times 10 raised to the power 5 volt per meter. Pope John, a sphere of radius 2.4 meters has a constant charge density of 5.0 times 10 raised to the power negative 5 coulomb per meter cubed. Find the magnitude of the electric field at a point 0.40 meter from the center of the sphere. Yes, Joshua.
So we have 1.1 times 10 power 6 Newton per coulomb.
That's incorrect. For bonus, the right answer is 7.5 times 10 raised to the power 5 volts per meter. Presec-Legon. A sphere of radius 1.5 meter has a constant charge density of negative 2.0 times 10 raised to the power negative 5 coulomb per meter cubed. Find the magnitude of the electric field at a point 0.25 meter from the center of the sphere. For bonus, the right answer is 1.9 times 10 raised to the power 5 volt per meter. Next set, 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Distinguish between chloroplast and chromoplast with respect to the following. Do you have your preamble? Good. So, St. John's, type of pigments present. Yes, Clinton.
Okay, the chloroplast is a photosynthetic pigment, whilst the chromoplast is a storage pigment.
I'm not accepting it for bonus. Yes, Nyamu.
The chloroplast contains the green pigment chlorophyll, whilst the chromoplast contains the red pigments, carotenes, and other such accessory pigments, which may be yellow or orange in color.
Not for a bonus. So, chloroplasts contain both chlorophyll, you had the chlorophyll right, and carotenoids, while chromoplasts contain only the carotenoids. With the same preamble, Pope John, occurrence. Joel.
The chloroplast occurs in the leaves, whereas the chromoplast occurs in the petals and fruits.
2. So chloroplasts mainly occur in the mesophyll of leaves, while chromoplasts occur in the petals of flowers, as you said, ripening fruits, and aging or stressed leaves. How else will you know we are in the quarterfinals? With the same preamble, Presec, function. Yes, Nyamu.
The chloroplast is responsible for photosynthesis. That is, photosynthesis occurs in the chloroplast, whilst the chromoplast is responsible for the production and storage of pigments for the coloration of leaves, flowers, and aging.
Next set, 30 seconds. St. John's. If it takes an amount of carbon 4 oxide 8.00 minutes to escape completely from a pinhole on a gas cylinder, how long would it take in minutes the same quantity of argon at the same temperature and pressure to escape? You may give your answer as a third. Atomic mass for argon is 40.0, for oxygen is 16.0, and for carbon is 12.0. Yes, Clinton.
Okay, we have 8 root 1.1 minutes.
No. For bonus. Yes, Joshua.
So we have 8.00 roots 10 on 11.
Yes. Your major question. One end of a 100 centimeter long glass tube of uniform diameter is plugged with cotton wool soaked with concentrated HCl, and the other end is plugged with cotton wool soaked with concentrated ammonia. At what point inside the tube will the first sign of a white cloud of NH4Cl be seen? For this calculation, assume molar mass for HCl is 36.0 and for NH3 it's 16.0. Joel.
We have 10.0 centimeters from the side of the ammonia gas.
That's incorrect. For bonus. It's actually 40.0 centimeters from the HCl end or 60.0 centimeters from the NH3 end. Presec-Legon. If it takes helium 10 seconds to diffuse from the back of a laboratory to the first bench in a laboratory, how long will it take bromine gas to diffuse over the same distance at the same temperature and pressure? Atomic mass for bromine is 80.0, helium is 4.00, and you may give your answer as I said. Yes, Selassie.
20 roots 10 seconds.
Two. What should it be?
20.0 roots 10 seconds.
Thank you. Last set, 30 seconds. St. John's. If x is equal to 2, it's a root of the equation x squared minus 3x plus a is equal to 0, find a and find the other root. Yes, Emmanuel.
A is equal to 2, and the other root is x is equal to 1.
You're right. Pope John. If x minus 2 is a factor of ax squared minus 12x plus 4, find a and find the other factor. Yes, Joel.
A is 5, and the other factor is 5x minus 2.
You're right. Last question of the round. If one root of the equation x squared plus ax minus 5 is equal to 0, is x is equal to 5, find a and find the other root. Yes, Niamu.
So then a is equal to -4, and the other root is x is equal to -1.
Yes. And that's the end of the first round.
And also on radio on Jaw 99.7 FM. The first round of competition has just ended. We're waiting for the results from the quiz mistress. We're coming to you live from the basement of the RS.
Presec-Legon has 24 points. Four more rounds to go. Round 2. This round is also known as the speed race. The questions in the round are directed to all 3 schools simultaneously. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Presec-Legon? Thank you. Yours, St. John's School. Thank you. And yours, Pope John. If you ring and answer correctly on the first attempt, 3 points. On the second attempt, 2 points. On the third attempt, 1 point. But be very careful, because if you attempt to answer a question and it's either incorrect or the answer is not forthcoming in the time allocated, you lose a precious point. For questions requiring calculations, you have a maximum of 30 seconds. If there are no calculations, you have a maximum of 10 seconds. Best wishes, everyone. First set, 10 seconds each. First question. What name is given to the longitudinal rod in chordates that is made of... Yes, Clinton.
The vertebral column.
No. Yes, Joel.
Notochord.
Yes. Next one. What name is given to an action such as the generation of an action potential by a neuron which occurs either completely or not at all? Yes.
The action potential.
No. Yes, Niamu.
Stimulation.
No. It's called an all or none event. All or none. Next one. In a particular type of organism, eggs and sperms have 5 chromosomes, but other cells have 10 chromosomes. Observations like this inspired a particular type of hypothesis. What is it? What is that hypothesis? Yes, Niamu.
Mendel's law of segregation.
No. Which of you? Clinton.
Lyon's hypothesis.
Okay. So this was the hypothesis. After making such an observation, this was the hypothesis that before gamete formation, a special type of cell division occurs that leads to halving the chromosome number. Okay, that was the hypothesis. All right, next one, 30 seconds. A buffer is prepared by adding 50.0 centimeter cubed of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed KOH solution to 150 centimeter cubed of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed ethanoic acid solution. Calculate the pH of the resultant buffer. pKa of ethanoic acid is 4.76. You may give your answer as a logarithm expression. The right answer, 4.76 plus log of 0.500, or 4.76 minus log of 2.00. Next one, 10 seconds. The buffer, prepared by adding 150 centimeter cubed of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed ethanoic acid solution to 50.0 centimeter cubed of 0.100 mole per decimeter cubed KOH solution, is not the best buffer that can be prepared with those two reagents. Okay, go ahead. Yes, Selassie.
For a buffer, it should consist of a weak acid and its conjugate base, or a weak base and its conjugate acid. But when you look at this buffer, it consists of ethanoic acid and KOH. And KOH is not a conjugate base of ethanoic acid, but rather it's a strong base. So it cannot act as the right buffer solution.
I'm not accepting. I continue reading. What can be done to obtain a better buffer? Okay. So, the buffer is best when the concentration of the salt is equal to the concentration of the acid, right? So the volume of the base added may be increased to 75.0 centimeter cubed. It will then convert exactly half of the acid into its salt. Next one, 10 seconds. Explain why phenolphthalein is a suitable indicator for the titration of solutions of ethanoic acid and NaOH. Yes, Joel.
So phenolphthalein is the best indicator because after the titration, the resulting solution will be basic. And then phenolphthalein works within the basic range. Region.
Yes. Next set, 30 seconds each. First one. Solve for x given 125 raised to the power of the expression x plus 1. Hey, wow. Okay. Which of you? Yes, Clinton.
X is equal to -1/3.
That's incorrect, so I continue. It's equal to 1/25. Yes, Selassie.
X. So then x is equal to -5/3.
Yes. Next one. Find the solution set for the quadratic inequality x squared plus 3x minus 4 is less than. Okay, yes, Joshua.
So minus 4 is less than x, less than 1.
Yes. Next one. If the vectors A is equal to 2i plus 3j and B is equal to 3xi plus 10j are perpendicular, find the value. Yes, Niamu.
X is equal to -5.
Yes. Last set of questions, 30 seconds each. What is the work done by 3 mole of an ideal gas when it expands from 20 meter cubed to 25 meter cubed at a constant pressure of 200? Yes, Selassie.
1,000 kilojoules.
Yes. A 50-gram pellet is launched at 80 meters per second, vertically upward from the ground. How long does the pellet remain airborne? Yes, Selassie.
16 seconds.
Yes. Last question. Express 500 electron volts in SI base units. Which of you, Niamu?
We have 8 times 10 exponents negative 17 kilogram meter squared per second squared.
You are right. That's the end of the second round. Please keep them covered. Don't turn over until I ask you to, and don't begin until I ask you to. And please put down your pens. Pens down. At the end of the second round, St. John's School has 8 points. Pope John Senior High School has 27 points. Presec-Legon has 35 points. We are at the top of round 3. At stake in this round is the Prudential Life Insurance Nsmq star. At this level, a star is worth 700 Ghana cedis to each member of a team that earns it. That means 700 Ghana cedis each for the 3 students plus 1 teacher, making a total of 2,800 Ghana cedis. Worth working for, right? Yes. So the star is given to any school that earns a perfect score of 10 points in the round. Thank you, Prudential Life Insurance, for the Nsmq star. All right, so the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you have 3 minutes to present 1 answer from your school. The problem of the day, as I have mentioned, is worth 10 points. Let's turn over our sheets and read the problem of the day together. Please put your pens down. Problem of the day. Given that the expression a plus bx, the expression raised to the power 5, is equal to 32 plus 40x plus 20x squared plus on and on, find the values of a and b and find the remaining terms of the expansion. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may now begin.
But I'm coming to you live from the basement of the Nsmq Auditorium. It's one of the viewing centers here for the 2019 National Science and Math Quiz. The sound we can hear from the background is coming from the guys from Presec-Legon. The Blue Magic is at work at this point. We saw them slipping at a point during a speed race, but they've overturned that looming defeat into a win. Just for the second round, we need to emphasize, because we're going 5 rounds for this competition, for this contest. The singing is going on unabated, and contestants in there at the Nsmq Auditorium are working out the problem of the day. Now, I'll tell you what, inside the main auditorium, we have the headmaster of Presec-Legon in there. We also have the chaplain of Presec-Legon also there. And the guys here at the basement are pushing Presec-Legon to beat you. We also have some old students, some old and current students from St. John also here. Pope John, Jones, they are also here. Round 2 gone down. Presec-Legon is winning, and then we're waiting for the 3rd round. Let's speak to some of the people gathered here. Let's find out from them what they make of this contest. Hey, what's your name?
We lose, gotta be boss. We lose, gotta be boss. We lose, gotta be boss.
Are you from Pope John or Presec?
Pope John. Pope John, senior.
Pope John.
Yeah.
I can see you rejoicing with the guys from Presec. Shining in their glory.
They are against. If they are against, I dey against. I not get supporters for here. My supporters dey all inside. So I dey give my support for here.
So what should we expect? Who is winning this contest?
Pope John Senior High School was.
Pope John. Yeah. Presec has taken the lead.
Yeah, but we started on. Don't worry, boss. Don't worry, It's a matter of time. We are not done with that.
Let me get inside. Let me speak to the boys. Remember, that proud to this contest. In fact, proud to won 8-stage contest. We spoke to the headmaster of Presec. He was very confident of victory. He was emphatic that Presec-Legon will win the 2019 National Science and Maths Quiz. Remember, Presec-Legon is the only institution to win the Science and Maths Quiz back to back. In fact, they did it in 2008. They did it in 2009, back to back. And they're the only school to have won the Science and Maths Quiz 5 times. Yes. But just they won it only once in the year 2001. Blue Sox, how excited are you, guys? How excited are you? Your name?
Unfortunately, we all know that Presec is one of the best schools. We all know Presec is one of the best schools in GH. And currently, we are the one leading. So, unfortunately, we all be happy. We all be happy, yeah.
We are all happy.
We are all happy. 100% happy.
This is just the second round. We'll go to the third. We're waiting for results for the third round, we'll go to the fourth round, and then the fifth round.
Oh, no. The reason why we are so excited that we know we have already won the contest.
Oh, you know you've already won?
Yeah, we know we have already won. That's why we are so much excited. That's why we are so much excited. Because we know the contest is like, we want it simple now. We know.
Let me speak to a gentleman from St. John. St. John, they don't really want to speak at this point. It looks like a case that Presec will not move them out of this contest. It's now a competition between Presec-Legon and Jos. What's your name?
I'm Bernard.
Which school?
St. John's.
St. John, great to have you here. You feel left out of this competition?
Come again.
This contest?
Come again.
You feel left out of this contest?
Oh yeah. I feel very left out of this contest.
No, I'm asking you whether you feel left out because Presec-Legon.
No.
And then for Jos, they've taken.
By God's grace, I think by God's grace, we'll be on this competition. I think so far so good. We are waiting for God for miracles. I think miracles will happen. I think miracles will happen.
You're waiting for a miracle?
Yeah, miracle will happen. You know really? Yeah. I know St. John's very well. I know.
Let's speak to some of students. It's quite hot in here. A lot of the people I'm seeing are drenched in sweat, beads of sweat, forming on their faces. But they really do not mind at this point. They will gather around a drum, sing, lift their school cloth, very high. Maybe we can have a feel of this right now at this point. Well, we're still here at the basement of the Nsmq Auditorium, Presec-Legon. I can hear you. Jibelu.
Thank you. Ready. Contestants, please pick up your answers and present them on the board exactly as you have them here. I'm very serious about that.
We're still live here from the basement of the RS Auditorium here at the University of Ghana Business School. Happening now, contestants are writing their answers on the whiteboard. This is round 3 of the first quarterfinals between St. John's and then Pope John's and then Presec-Legon. Presec-Legon has taken the lead in the second round. At the end of round 2, Presec-Legon had 33 points. Pope John had 27 points. St. John's had only 8 points. Now let's speak to some of the gentlemen from Presec-Legon. Let's find out from them what the feeling is like at this point, what they make of the contest today. What's your name?
Stanley.
You are students of Presec-Legon.
Yeah, students of Presec.
You guys have taken the lead. Tell me, what's the feeling like at this point?
I'm feeling so excited right now. I don't know why. We are taking the thing. We are taking it. You understand? We are taking the thing. We are having the lead. We are taking the lead right now. It's for us. The mantle is for us. We are taking. It's 5 years. We want another year. 6 years. You understand? 6. Yeah.
What do you tell those who are saying that for schools like Presec-Legon, you guys are just riding on past glory?
Oh no, it's true, but our present glories too. It counts, and I'm in the school. I know what's in the school, and the school is a better school. I've experienced it, and now I've changed. Now it has changed me. Yes, and the school is a very good school now. Yes, that's why I say that we don't like think of our past glories.
Okay. Let me speak to someone from Pope John at this point. Thank you very much for talking to us. Sir, what's your name?
Festus Coleman.
Festus Coleman.
Yes.
Okay, and all students of Pope John.
Pope John, yeah.
Which year did you complete?
I completed 2018.
2008?
18.
2018. Tell me, what are your expectations? Presec is leading now.
They are leading. They have a good start, but we are surely going to win. They have a good start, but we are surely going to win. We will win.
What makes you so confident that you're going to overturn this lead by Presec?
I know my boys.
Who are they? You know your boys. Who are they?
They are the best among the rest. They are the best among the rest. My boys are the best among the rest. I have nothing to say again, boys. We are winning. They have the home support, but we are surely going to win. They have the home support, but we are surely going to win. PJ, we are going to win. God is a Pojoba. The sky is blue, the sun is yellow.
Wait, did you say God is a Pojoba?
Yeah, God is a Pojoba.
I thought God is an author.
Okay, God is a Pojoba. Sure. The sky is blue, the sun is yellow. So we are God is a Pojoba.
So you're winning this contest?
We are winning.
Presec-Legon, I can see you're drenched in sweat. You've been singing, you've been leading. The singing has been going on here at the basement of the RS Abegashi Auditorium. Tell me, what is the feeling like at this point when you know you've taken the lead? It's an early lead for you, but it's anyone's game.
Oh, okay, we believe in God. You see, our motto is, in their light we shall see light. So if in God's light, then it means that we are winning. And then this year we are taking this cup. It has been 10 years, and then we believe that this year it is God's promise here for us, and then we are going to win. So we are going to win.
So what really would it mean for Presec, winning this competition for the 6th time? We know you guys have won this Nsmq 5 times already. You won it back-to-back in 2008 and then in 2009. What will an Nsmq, victory in 2019 mean to Presec-Legon?
Okay, the Nsmq victory would help the Form 2s and the Form 1s to study very well. And it serves as a motivation, because when you win a cup, they will all be willing to join the team. And that would help them in their studies. Yes, I think that will help them in their studies, because it will be a sort of motivation. If your seniors have won, then it means that you have to strive harder and then win it too next year. So we believe that it's a motivation and it will help us to win again.
Did the National Science and Maths quiz influence your choice, to go to Presec-Legon?
Yes, it did influence, because when I was in JHS, I was looking at the contest and then I saw how they were answering the questions, how they were in for the speed race and everything. I said, oh, why not? Because I'm also going to offer science and then it will help me. So it did influence. It did influence.
So we're still here at the RS Abegashi Auditorium. You can see, if you're watching on TV, you can see the basement has been painted blue by the students from Presec-Legon. In the midst also, we have some old students of Presec-Legon also here. They've taken over a section of the RS Abegashi Auditorium itself. We also have quite a number of old students and current students from John also seated in there. Remember that Presec-Legon, they are coming into this. They are coming into this contest as 5-time winners of the National Science and Maths quiz. But John, they won this competition only once in the year 2001. Also remember that you cannot rule out Pope John out of this contest, because they kicked out the Eastern Region champions, that is Koforidua Sectec, during the 1/8 stage of the competition. Many were those who predicted that Koforidua Sectec will kick out Pope John, because Koforidua Sectec, they came into the competition as regional champions. In that competition that happened some months ago, we had schools from other regions taking part in that particular trials, or what I would say, the regional championship. In Fansipim School, they were there. Defending champions also, St. Peter's, they were also in that particular championship. KSTS won. But on stage here at the 2019 National Science and Maths quiz, Pope John actually kicked out Koforidua Sectec School. So really, anything can happen here on this stage. Although Presec-Legon, they've taken the lead and they are leading in round 2. We're waiting for round 3, to begin in some few minutes. Contestants are still writing their answers on the board.
The same way for me here. Try and reproduce the mess. See how you have written so, as if it's so clear. Is that all? Isn't it messier than that? It's a mess. The contestants have presented their answers. Before I award the points, let's look at the suggested solution from the consultants. This is a problem from mathematics. So we are given that a, the expression a plus bx, the expression raised to the power 5, is equal to 32 plus 40x plus 20x squared plus on, and contestants were to find the values of a and b and then find the remaining terms of the expansion. The easiest way to do this is to actually expand the a plus bx to the power 5, and then compare the coefficients so that you can figure out what a and b are and so on. To help us with the expansion, we are going to use Pascal's triangle. And the triangle gives us 1, 5, 10, 10, 5, and 1 for the coefficients. So now we are ready to begin. So a plus bx, that expression to raise to the power 5, is equal to a to the power 5 plus 5a to the power 4 bx plus 10a cubed bx, the bx squared, plus on. And this is equal to 32 plus 40x plus 20x squared plus on. Right? Okay, so now we start the comparison. For the term in x to the power 0, that means where you don't have the x at all, a to the power 5 is equal to 32. So a has to be 2. 2 marks for this. For the term in x, that is 16b multiplied by 5, which is equal to 40. We have 16b is equal to 8, and so b has to be half. 2 points. Now let's look at the coefficient of x cubed. It's 10 multiplied by a squared multiplied by b cubed. And this is equal to 10 multiplied by 4 multiplied by 1/8. I've substituted the values for a and b, right? So we get 5. For your ability to calculate the coefficient of x cubed, 2 points. Now the coefficient of x to the power 4 is 5ab to the power 4. So it's 5 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1 over 16, and it gives 5 over 8 as the coefficient of x to the power 4. 2 points. Last, the coefficient of x to the power 5. This is equal to b to the power 5. We know what b is, we substitute, so half raised to the power 5. And this gives 1 over 32. 2 points for this, giving a total of 10 points. In fact, to make things even clearer, when you finish all this, it's best to just write it out so that the terms are there clearly. So a plus bx raised to the power 5 is equal to 2 plus x over 2 raised to the power 5, and this is equal to a term we already knew, 32, another term we already knew, 40x, another term we already knew, 20x squared. So our contribution will be plus 5x cubed plus 5 over 8 x to the power multiplied by x to the power 4 plus x raised to the power 5 over 32. Then you have the perfect solution of 10 points. All right, so contestants. St. John's, you were able to calculate for A, that's worth 2 points. You calculated for B, that's worth 2 points. And that's about it. So you have 4 out of 10. Presec-Legon. You know, honestly, I wish we could have just projected exactly what you have here. Because when you rewrite it, it looks so much nicer and clearer. But anyway, I was looking. You were able to get A, 2 points. B, 2 points. Then the messiness began. So I see the elements of the calculation, you actually using the Pascal's triangle, you have your value substituted somewhat, but it was really a mess. So I see the elements of calculation for the coefficient of x cubed. I'm giving you 1 point for that, because at the end of the day, I don't even know what the final answer came out to be. So I'm giving you 1 out of the 2. When it came to x to the power 4, same thing. I'm giving you 1 out of the 2. And then for the coefficient of x to the power 5, same thing, I'm giving you 1 out of the 2. And so your total comes to 7 out of 10. Pope John, this is painful. You did everything as expected. Your problem was attention to detail at the last step, which is when you gather your terms. Everything was there, but when you had to write the term in x to the power 4, you had calculated 5 over 8. I don't know why you needed to go and make it 5 over 4. So I need to penalize you 1 point. And that gives you 9 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3. Please pick up your notepads. Contestants, please pay careful attention. For the next round, your business is with me. If you are found to be looking in the crowd, there may be a certain perception that you are asking for help from there. Please focus on answering to me, not looking at the crowd. Avoid all problems. Don't even look there. Your attention should be on me and my statements. Is that all right? Thank you. Before we begin the next round, we have 2 substitutions to effect. Pope John Senior High School, Joshua, it's been a pleasure having you. And we have Awudi joining us. Awudi, you are welcome.
Thank you, madam.
The next substitution is from Presec-Legon. Selassie, nice having you. And we have Nathaniel. Nathaniel, you're welcome. Name tag. Round 4. In this round, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive a statement, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case the statement becomes available to the 2 other schools. If a school rings and answers correctly, 2 full points. If not, there's a penalty, 1 point. Best wishes to all schools. I'm starting with you, Pope John. Your statement. Square root of 13 is a radical sign. Awudi.
It's false.
Yes. Presec-Legon. In square root of 13, the square root is the radicand. Nathaniel?
False.
Yes. Square root of 13 is a radical. Yes, Emmanuel?
True.
Yes. Pope John. The linear momentum of a slowly moving object is given by the product of the mass and the velocity of the object. Yes, Joel?
It's false.
No, that's a true statement. Linear momentum has the same dimensions as the product of force and time. Nathaniel?
True.
Yes. The linear momentum of a particle is always conserved. Emmanuel?
False.
Yes. For the next set, I have a preamble to all schools. State whether the following are true or false with regard to ecological succession. State whether the following are true or false with regard to ecological succession. Pope John, species diversity decreases as succession proceeds. Audi?
It's false.
Yes. The food chain relationships among organisms become more complex as succession proceeds. Nathaniel?
True.
Yes. The role of decomposers becomes less important as succession proceeds. Emmanuel?
False.
Yes. The equilibrium constant of an equilibrium reaction may be calculated from two rate constants. Yes, Joel?
It's true.
Yes. The equilibrium constant of an equilibrium reaction may be obtained from the knowledge of the composition at equilibrium. Nathaniel?
True.
Yes. The equilibrium constant expression of a heterogeneous equilibrium involving liquids and a solid does not include the concentration term of the solid. Emmanuel?
False.
Oh, that's a true statement. For a circle with center, coordinates 2, 3, and radius 5, its equation is the expression x plus 2, the expression squared, plus the expression x plus 3, that expression squared, is equal to 25. Yes, Audi?
It's false.
You're right. For a circle with center, the coordinates being -1, 4, and radius 4, its equation is the expression x plus 1, expression squared, plus the expression y minus 4, expression squared, is equal to 4. Nathaniel?
False.
You're right. For a circle with center, and the center has coordinates -3, -3, and radius 6, its equation is the expression x plus 3 expression squared plus the expression y plus 3 expression squared is equal to 36. Yes, Emmanuel?
True.
Yes. The lifetime of a radionuclide is the time for a given quantity of the radionuclide to decay completely. Audi?
Madam, it's true.
Oh, Audi. That's a false statement. The lifetime of a radionuclide is always greater than the half-life of the radionuclide? Nathaniel?
True.
Yes. The greater the lifetime of a radionuclide, the greater its decay constant. Emmanuel?
False.
Yes. At high altitude, the red blood cells in human blood will increase in size. Joel?
It's false.
Yes. At high altitude, the red blood cells in human blood will decrease in size. Nathaniel?
False.
Yes. At high altitude, the red blood cells in human blood will decrease in number. Manuel?
False.
Oh, that's a true statement. Last set of statements for the round. Last set. Silica is a giant lattice made up of SiO2 units. Which of you? Audi.
Madam, it's true.
No. That's a false statement. Silica is made up of tetrahedral SiO4 units joined through common oxygen atoms. Nathaniel?
True.
Yes. St. John. Last statement. Glass is an amorphous solid. Emmanuel.
It's a false statement.
Oh. It's a true statement. Glass is actually non-crystalline. It's amorphous. So it's an amorphous solid. And that's the end of the fourth round.
And you know that when you get to the semi-finals, that means that there's a better chance of making it to the finals of this year's National Science and Maths Quiz. The 5-time winners of the National Science and Maths Quiz, Presec-Legon, said they are poised to win the National Science and Maths Quiz. There you have it, with their flags, with their claws, because they know that they are winning. I mean, for some of the Pope John students, they still feel that there is still hope by round 5. And so let's go back and take the result from the quiz mistress.
The statement went to you, St. John's School. At high altitude, the red blood cells in human blood will decrease in number. You said false. That was the right answer. At the end of the 4th round, St. John's School has 22 points. Pope John Senior High School has 43 points. Presec-Legon has 58 points. Fifth and final round, round 5. In this round, I'm going to be reading out clues. Your objective is to solve the riddle. If you solve the riddle on the first clue, 5 points. On the second clue, 4 points. On the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. For an opportunity to solve the riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell, Presec-Legon? Thank you. Yours, St. John's School. Thank you. And yours, Pope John Senior High School. When you ring, the answer must be ready. I will not wait for you to compose an answer at that time. Best wishes to all schools. There are 4 riddles in all. First one. We are a pair of angles. We are both acute angles. Yes. Which of you, Joel?
Complementary angles.
Yes. They solved the riddle on the second clue, 4 points. Next one. I am a horticultural and silvicultural practice. I involve the selective removal of certain parts of a plant. Yes, Nyamu?
Pruning.
Yes. was reading the second clue, 4 points. Next one. There is geological evidence that I appeared on the scene about 2 billion years ago. I was supposed to have been produced as a result of photolysis of water vapor. But some scientists hold the view that I am mostly of biological origin. Currently, I am the most abundant among my peers on Earth. I form... Yes, Nyamu?
Oxygen.
You're right. I was reading the fifth clue, 3 points. Last one. I am a named law in physics. I am applied in mechanics, where together with 2 other laws, I am used to solve problems in dynamics. I am a law of motion. I am the last. Yes, Nathaniel?
Newton's third law of motion.
Oh, yeah. I was reading the last clue, 3 points, and that's the end of the 5th round.
This is outside the RS Abegashi Auditorium. We are outside the RS.
22 points. Pope John Senior High School has 47 points. Presec-Legon has 68 points. St. John's School, thank you for being here. But thanks to GCB Bank, you are not leaving empty-handed. You have earned 440 Ghana cedis for your team. Pope John Senior High School, thank you for being here. I'm so sad to see you go. Unfortunately, that's the end of the road for this time. You have earned 940 Ghana cedis for your team. Presec-Legon, congratulations on winning the contest. In addition to earning 1,360 Ghana cedis for your team, I look forward to seeing you at the semi-finals. Well done. Viewers, we've come to the end of this exciting quarter-final contest. Before we leave, I would like to acknowledge our sponsors.
Congratulations to Presec-Legon for the victorious quarterfinal contest in there, and we will be bringing you more reactions from all students in subsequent bulletins. It's time now though for Joy News Today. We are coming to you live from digital address GA 0992539. We'll take you immediately back to Maxwell Agbagba, who is standing by with some old students and contestants.